Of course, another one of these has happened. Cis woman confronted by police officers in Arizona Walmart restroom for looking too masculine. Speaks out exclusive. Now, it just happened that we saw the picture of this lady, but when you read these, cis woman accused of being a trans woman by angry dickheads, you can usually assume that they're going to be a person of color, because they are usually racists are the ones being transphobic and the transphobes are the ones being racist. There's definitely an overlap between those two groups. There's an overlap between the outlook of those two groups, and which means that they're more likely to be one if they're already the other. Like we just saw with J.K. Rowling targeting the two different people at the Olympics, two different women at the Olympics, and constantly whenever it's like, oh, another athlete has been accused of being a man by the people on the internet, it's like, oh, is it a woman of color? Is it? Okay, what a surprise. Yep, a black 19-year-old cisgender lesbian from Phoenix is demanding accountability after she was confronted by two male sheriffs in the women's restroom. So, actually, let's go over her thing before I sum it up. Kalea Morton, who describes herself as a stud or masculine-presenting woman, says the deputies were called by the store employee who allegedly assumed she was trans, as if that would justify doing that. She detailed the humiliating and distressing encounter. She said that she had entered the restroom with her ex-girlfriend, who handed her a tampon, when two male deputies stormed in, shining flashlights into the stall and demanding she exit. So just to be clear, just to summarize what's happened here, two women were in a woman's space, minding their own business, and then two, angry, probably armed men stormed into the women's space where there was multiple women, started shining lights at them while she was using a tampon in a private space, trying to do her thing, and confronting her and getting all challenging. They were flashing lights on her feet saying, you have to get out of here, you have to come out, we need to talk to you. This is... all of the transphobes are we need to protect women from dangerous men. This is it. This is the women and the dangerous men. Literally happening. And this is happening because of you. Because you've created a world where, a woman can't have short hair? A woman can't, wear trousers without you... I'm a trans woman and I don't have short hair and I'm not currently wearing trousers. It doesn't make any sense at all. What are you talking about? It's just so fucking brain dead, bigotry, reactionist shithead behavior. I mean, this is not the first example of this happening. As there are so many of these, this is just yet another one that I've seen on my feed. So she said, I'm telling them I'm still using the restroom. I'm sitting down. I'm peeing. What is the issue? Finally exited the stall, said she lifted her shirt to prove she was not a man, expecting the ordeal to end. So they actually forced her to, expose her private parts to them in order to, this is the state of the situation. Transphobes, in the name of protecting women, have got it so men storm into women's spaces while they're, half naked and force them to, expose themselves. Who is this protecting? No one. And for what? If she was a trans woman and she was doing a wee, so what? What are you protecting from? Okay, even if we just accept the position that trans women are men, then what? There was a man in there sitting down doing a wee, and then, she was minding her own business. Thank you, Poppy. She was minding her own business. So it doesn't justify what these fucking losers have done at all. Oh, sorry, Poppy jumped on the space bar. When she finally exited the stall, instead, she said one deputy continued to question her appearance, insisting she looked like a man. So pointlessly derogatory. Morton started recording, later posting a 9-second clip to TikTok, which has been seen 4 million times. They came in here, the girls' restroom, because I'm a girl, and they don't think I was a girl. So they tried to take me away. Ridiculous. Here's the dickhead in question.
They came in here in the girls' restroom because I'm a girl and they didn't think I was a girl. So they try to come take me away because I'm a girl.
This is like, there's multiple women in here and these like fucking armed men have come in. Like, it's completely ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that anyone thinks this is acceptable or reasonable at all. And this is meant to be better, right? So a world in which random fucking armed men storm into the toilet and start threatening people, that's apparently preferable to a world where what we've had for my entire life, where people like me just use the toilet. Like, they really want this thing where, like, this woman could have easily been in danger. You know what the fucking American police are like, where they just storm in and shoot a black person for absolutely no reason. I mean, what if they'd done that? And you think that's preferable than to me just getting on with my life? The only men in the women's restroom were the cops. This is what makes this so frustrating. If you think a man is in the restroom, why send male officers instead of female officers? Because they don't actually fucking care. They said it's investigate. Nothing will come of an investigation. When they were asked if they're frequently called to the Walmart location for shoplifting or drug-related calls, he declined to comment. They're investigating it. Yeah, just ridiculous. And, you know, only more of this is going to happen. Yeah. Sorry, she's being really annoying because she's hungry. And more and more of this is going to happen. Like, Trump's America is getting more and more transphobic by the day. More and more women are going to get confronted. It won't be long until a policeman shoots a cis woman, who almost inevitably will be a woman of colour, because there's transphobic losers. I mean, there'll be one. It's like a matter of time. I'm not like trying to cause fear or anything. I'm just saying that is the result of transphobic fear-mongering, and that's the result of transphobic bathroom policies, because it's just so unreasonable. The response to it is just so insane. Like, even if everything the transphobes said were true, it wouldn't justify what they want, but literally nothing of what they say is true. Like, I use the women's toilet every single day of my life, apart from days where I don't leave the house, which isn't many. I rarely goblin mode. I go out most of the time, and if I'm out for more than a few hours, I go for a wee, and that's been the case for like over 10 years. And why do you need to stop that? Why do you need armed men storming into places to stop that? Like, what are you gaining from that? You're not gaining any safety or protection, because clearly that woman was in way more danger with that happening than if that didn't happen. And so were the women around her. And yeah, someone in chat saying American police officers are also known for committing sexual assault. Exactly. I mean, we just had it in the UK a couple of years ago, where a police officer raped and murdered a woman. And he wasn't the only one. Like, there's not a one time ever happening. It does happen. Like, statistically, you're way safer around a trans woman than you are around a policeman. So it's just so ridiculous. I really think people need to point that out more often. Whenever they're talking about birth room bill, need to point out, like, you're trying to ban trans women, which have never caused an issue ever in the decades and decades, longer than you've been alive, that they've been using women's spaces, and yet you want to force men into there to, like, what, demand to see women's breasts, like, and genitals. That's just so ridiculous. It's so infuriating that this whole thing is so, like, as soon as you approach it rationally at all, nothing that the transphobes want is even remotely justified. But most of the time, no one's ready to approach this in a rational way.